In the heart of the ancient land of Kemet, where the sun painted the skies with gold and the Nile whispered its secrets to anyone who would listen, there existed a place shrouded in mystery and awe. Known as the Halls of Amenti, a magical and enigmatic realm believed to sit between the thin lines of life, death, and rebirth. It was whispered among the people that the very name Amenti had roots reaching back into the ethereal mists of time, a threshold between worlds where souls face their truest selves. Legend spoke of a grand, labyrinthine structure veiled in twilight, hidden away beneath the sands that had been warmed by countless suns. The Halls of Amenti was where souls ventured at the twilight of their lives, seeking answers and perhaps a new beginning. Here, every individual would undertake a tested, elusive, and pivotal rite lasting 3 days to confront their deepest fears. Success promised enlightenment and reincarnation, while failure meant dissolving into the fabric of the universe, a whisper lost to the ages. On a particularly vibrant sunrise, the sky was streaked with hues of orange and pink as 3 travelers approached the entrance of the halls. Each walked their path for different reasons, but all were united in purpose and the inevitability of their journey's end. The first was Amara, a wise healer whose touch had comforted many. Her hands bore the softness of compassion, yet her heart quivered at the thought of her own impending mortality. Amara feared the very end she had helped others face so often. As she stepped into the cool shadow of the halls, she felt both trepidation and anticipation simmer within her. Beside her walked Seti, a scholar whose endless curiosity and thirst for knowledge had led him here. He hungered for answers that no scroll or volume in the grand libraries of Kemet could provide. The unknown, if it was to end without understanding, haunted him more than death itself. Seti viewed the Halls of Amenti as his final inquiry, his ultimate thesis. The third traveler was a young magician, Ilari, with a heart as wild and tumultuous as the river's rapids. Her magic was a dance of fire and starlight, yet nothing frightened her more than the loss of control, the unraveling of her own powers. Ilari sought Amenti as a place to finally tether her spiraling fears, to find a peace her magic had never given her. As the trio ventured deeper, the grand corridors of Amenti curved and twisted, each passage lit by an ethereal glow that seemed to pulse with life. Mysterious hieroglyphs adorned the walls, shimmering briefly with insight before fading into static mystery. Soft whispers echoing from unseen corners spun tales of those who had traversed here before, their spirits forever part of the Amenti's weave. Soon the travelers reached the Chamber of Truth, a vast hall with intricately patterned floors that seemed to ripple like water. Each was guided to their place upon an intricately carved stone slab, cool beneath their fingertips. It was here their journey would truly begin. As Amara closed her eyes, she was engulfed by shadows that coalesced into the form of her late mother, whose gentle voice lingered like a warm breeze. Yet, alongside her mother, stood twisted apparitions of those who had suffered under Amara's care, blaming her for their fate. Her heart ached with guilt and regret, but through it, she found the strength of empathy even for herself. Seti, in his solitude, found himself standing amidst stars, planets spiraling in cosmic dance, mirroring the scrolls and scripts he had studied all his life. And yet, in this wondrous expanse, he also perceived the vast chasm of knowledge still unknown to him. Fear licked at his resolve, but he chose to embrace the mystery, finding solace in the unity of all things, seen and unseen. For Ilari, embers leapt around her like mischievous fire sprites. They reflected her own fiery spirit, untamed and insurgent. Yet as the fire grew, it threatened to consume her. In this dance of flames, she glimpsed the very essence of life destruction and rebirth intertwined. In surrendering to this flow, Ilari found clarity, understanding that true strength lay not in control but in harmony. 3 days wove their silent passage into the fabric of time. With the dawn of the 4th day, Amara, Seti, and Ilari emerged from the halls, radiant and serene. Their trials had reshaped them, preparing them to re-enter the world anew. Amara returned to Kemet, her healing touch now bound by acceptance and love, her own heart healed. Seti, eyes wide with wonder, found fulfillment in the endless quest, in the joy of unraveling and weaving the universe's mysteries. And Ilari, full of laughter and light, let her magic flow with the winds, her spirit dancing unfettered. As the sun set, bathing the sands in twilight once more, the halls of Amenti awaited the next seekers of truth. It lay dormant, yet alive, a place between worlds where fear transformed into understanding and endings became new beginnings, echoing through eternity in a chorus of gentle whispers.